Hey, welcome back to the channel. The Amber Sapphire Midrange deck has been really popular on Pixelborn lately, and so I've been trying to work out a list I like, and I think I have one. So I want to run it through some games for you in ranked and see how it goes. Okay, on the play, I wish we had a 2. We might get run over by an aggro deck here, which is somewhat concerning. I'm going to send back those things, looking for an early play. Okay, so we have Simba. I don't really like leading on Stitch, just because there are so many matchups where you don't really actually care to play a 1-drop, and it's not like we have big Stitch to shift into. I think it's maybe counterintuitive. A lot of people would just play the Stitch here, but I think I will not. I'm guessing the least useful card on average in my hand is Let It Go. I'll hold the Stitch just in case we need it, if they're playing some hyper-aggressive deck, and if not, we'll ink it on turn 2. And all right, I'm gonna ink the Stitch. Just play Simba. Likely playing Mickey next turn and then Maleficent the turn after that. Yeah, it seems good to me. This You Have Forgotten Me might be really powerful here. Rafiki would be not great, but what are you gonna do? We really want to make sure we're able to draw off the Stitch in this matchup, which means we might have to hold back from questing. Okay, Maleficent, no Rafiki. Second, You Have Forgotten Me might be good. Alright, we're putting some pressure on here. They have a lot of cards, unfortunately. I think this can be a pretty tough matchup. Our deck is not that fast. We're okay if they don't have Magic Mirror, but if they have Magic Mirror, it's hard for us to keep up with the draw power, and we have absolutely no way of removing it. Okay, there's Rafiki, and they do not attack. I don't know if that was a misclick or what. If they're gonna try and... I legitimately have no idea what that's about. I'm gonna start with the You Have Forgotten Me. They discard Ursula Elsa. Okay. So my concern is Maui. So if they play Maui, Rafiki eats Simba. Maui hits Maleficent. I think I should quest with Maleficent only so that I can draw with Stitch next turn for sure. Like, the worst thing that could happen to us is not drawing with the Stitch. Okay, Dragonfire, that does not bother me at all. Okay. Alright, we don't have much choice. I wish I did not have to ink the You Have Forgotten Me here, but I just want to get the draw off. We'll pass. Aladdin. Interesting. Well, that makes my life easier. I mean, they're likely going to sweep the board next turn, but that's honestly fine. I think we should sing this. Hades should be good here. We're fully prepared to rebuild a board after the board wipe, so bring it on. And they do not have one. I'm not sure if that's greed or if they need an inkable or if they just don't have a be prepared, but that's alright with me. They do nothing again. Okay, that was a good draw. I'm gonna throw the Mickey out there for an extra ink. I have no idea what my opponent is doing. I'm just so confused. It's fine. Like if it gets caught up in the sweeper, that's no big deal. It already got me an ink, so it did its job. We're just gonna do this. I guess I'm expecting to see like 2 uninkable cards. I just don't know what else would be going on. And I am correct. Okay, so they must be shy on inkables, which is really unfortunate for them. Of course. Okay. Just gonna go Hades, get Stitch. Play Mr. Smee. Ursula, no problem. I'm guessing they have a Maleficent, given that they inked that. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they just don't think they need it, which is fine. I mean, either way, we're just gonna keep... Just keep getting our value. There's no way this Robin Hood's going to draw a card, so it's not that useful. I'm gonna put Simba in bodyguard mode because it doesn't die to Ursula. And they're gonna have to be prepared again. Maleficent is probably okay. It's not gonna be... Yeah, it's not gonna be good enough now. Elsa, it's not bad. I think the worst card in my hand is actually this Robin Hood. It's not going to draw me any cards. It costs 6. I think I'm going to play that. I mean, as it is, attack, attack, Dragonfire. I don't have lethal. I'm just going to play it out. This way I can double spell next turn if they do have Be Prepared. But this also puts lethal on board through almost anything else. All right, another win. I probably should have waited. I forget that I've definitely been noticing the population on Pixelborn seems to be down a little bit this weekend, and every time I requeue immediately, I get the same opponents, so I should have maybe paused the video for a minute and waited, but that's alright. Okay. I'm gonna keep these. I could see an argument for sending Maleficent back too. I think you have to keep some sort of early game play. Okay. I mean, if we're against aggro, this hand is really slow. Alright. This could be rough. I'm going to guess that Robin Hood is bad, given that I'm on the draw and am playing nothing for the first 2 turns, or first turn. Be our guest, getting... Nothing? This is literally the first time I have ever seen that happen. I feel legitimately bad for my opponent. That's not even fair. Okay. One really powerful play this deck has is Maximus. It's really strong against aggro decks, which can be a bad matchup, but Maximus does a huge amount to level the field. And they missed there too. My opponent is getting absolutely shafted, and they rage quit. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That was not a real game. I can't believe they missed on Be Our Guest. I mean, Ariel misses all the time, but jeez. Probably hit like 4 songs and had none for Ariel. Okay, we're second, which is good. I kind of like being second, so I can keep Stitch and then determine whether or not it's going to be good in the matchup. We have a lot of late game stuff, and I just think we don't need it. Aladdin. Okay, so I guess we're the aggro deck here. If I had a 2-drop, I would probably just ink Be Our Guest, but I might actually want to play it on 2. I'm guessing Scar is going to be slow and not relevant enough. And I do want to start questing. Pongo. Ursula's Cauldron. The worst thing about the Cauldron is that I just have to sit here and watch my opponent fiddle with it every turn. I kind of regret inking the Maleficent already. I think I maybe would have preferred inking Maximus, but that's alright. I think this game, the Robin Hood will be good. Alright, the opponent is drawing all of the cards. Maximus or Simba. I just don't think Maximus' ability is going to matter that much. They're going to be the one challenging me. So maybe Bodyguard will come up. It's also easier to cast the Simba. That said, it is likely what I'm going to be inking next turn. We get a Maleficent in play on... Oh, okay. They're really leaning into this evasive strategy. Now, you know, kind of wish I had Maximus now, but... yeah, can't win them all. Okay, Maleficent. I'm just gonna quest. If they want to trade with my Mickey, that's totally fine. I'm curious if anyone's played this deck in paper, how annoying and fiddly the Ursula's Cauldron has been. I know there's some sort of precedent for cards like that getting banned in Magic, with the Eggs deck being banned for how unbelievably slow it is in competitive play. It's just, I guess, Sense's Divining Top has a similar problem. Just fiddling with a card every single turn is very annoying. Okay, there's Magic Mirror. That's tough. It means the late game is going to be tough for us to win. So I think... I think I'm going to play You Have Forgotten Me. Make them make some choices about what cards they keep. I just want to see what they discard. Maui and Mickey. Okay, so they discarded Maui. I don't like that. It means they probably have another one, and it's going to take out my Robin Hood, which is not good for me. We really want to try and draw with the Stitch. So that's what I'm trying to set up here. Either next turn, if they don't Maui, or Be Prepared, or the turn after that, I'll get 2 bodies and play with Hades. Okay. Yeah. As much as I would like to put him back down to 1 card, I'm gonna get my draw in while it's good. I know that they might be getting away with some greed here, but it's alright. I got the draw 2 off, so if they Be Prepared, that still favors me in terms of value. And there it is. If they ink a card, I get both cards out of their hand. They choose not to. So, alright. I think I'm going to get a Stitch back. I doubt, well, I kind of doubt second You Have Forgotten Me is going to be good. So what I'm going to do is ink this, play this one, and then I can Stitch next turn. And if they somehow deal with this Hades, I can start looping the Hades. I do have to put some pressure on, though, because this Magic Mirror will eventually outcard me. Can't just sit here forever. Alright. I'm not questing into Ursula. I like our spot. Can only, you know, be prepared 3 more times. Alright. That's the first one. So much fun. Okay, Hades. Getting back Hades. Play Hades. I'm gonna get back Big Stitch and try to play this game. Again, I have Stitch, Big Stitch in case they play an Elsa. There's the Elsa, so they can trade into my Hades, but I still get to draw with my Stitch. Oh god, I almost really misclicked there. I'm just gonna ink this Stitch. The one nice thing about us with a hand as powerful as we have is at least we get to draw while playing threats. If they want to use their Magic Mirror to draw, it does take ink. So we have them on that front. That is madness. Okay, fine with me. If you insist, I will just draw 3. Okay. Well, now we have a wealth of options. I kind of like playing these Mickeys just to get an absurd ink advantage. I'm also perfectly fine with them getting swept up by a Be Prepared. 2 more to go through. And they will be able to find them because they have Ursula's Cauldron, so I may legitimately have to beat all 4 of them. Okay. I'm going to start by drawing 2. I think I'm going to Hades back to Hades. It's just free. We have ink advantage, card advantage, tempo, board presence. It's looking pretty good here. Alright, 3rd one down. I guess if they play the Brooms, they can start playing more than the 4 in their deck. That would be just depressing. Alright, Hades. I think I'm just gonna play Hades 3 times. Yeah, probably Stitch. If they do start looping Be Prepareds, I need to be cognizant of decking, because that is a real threat at this point. Okay, there's an Aladdin. I think they inked an Aladdin earlier. I wonder how... It seems likely to me that they actually have a second Aladdin in hand. That said, I am just going to quest anyway. I don't want to sit here and try to set up an OTK. I'd rather press my advantage, and if they want to haste out an Aladdin, at least they can't, you know, do anything else. Well, I think yellow 4-drop Hades was definitely the MVP here. Well, I don't know, between Surfer Stitch and Hades, they really tag teamed the game, I guess. Maleficent. They don't just lose, but it's still not looking very good for them. Okay. Let's just draw some more cards. And I will do this. Actually, I maybe shouldn't have done that. I should have just... I don't think it's going to matter, but I probably should have just let that go. I should probably play one more threat. This Robin Hood's never going to draw me cards, so I'll play it. It's lethal on its own. Again, forces a Be Prepared out of them. They've got to be close to finding it. Aladdin, alright, not horrible. They still need something else. Rafiki does that. Okay, I think we've got it. Alright. Another one in the books. Run it back. That game went surprisingly smooth. feel like I was concerned when they played the Magic Mirror, and then just never ended up mattering. We drew so many cards. It's very important to hit the first draw 2 off Stitch. If they can keep you off 2 characters on turn 7, that can really, really slow you down. Okay, I don't want to play this on the play. We're just not an aggro deck. We're not trying to quest. It's here in case we're on the draw and have to, you know, attack a Stitch or whatever. Don't like keeping, say, Hades in my opening 7. At least big Hades. This one's okay. Let's just set up an early game and go from there. Doubt we need 2 Simbas. Kind of wish I had Surfer Stitch now. Alright, so we're probably playing Amber Steel. In that case, man, I'm going to pass. I'm light on inkables, and the Simba just isn't going to matter. Okay, that was not what I expected. Ink this. We have Maleficent next turn, which is nice. Maleficent is very powerful against the steel decks. Okay, I don't know if I've ever seen Plasma Blaster in play. It's kind of cool though. I like it. I mean, I'm kind of glad I'm not the one playing it, but I could see that being good in some games. I don't know if they're gonna have time to do it this game, but I'm guessing You Have Forgotten Me is going to be good. I'm going to pretend Rapunzel's going to be good. It may or may not be, even though second Maleficent would also be good. It's unfortunate that neither of these 2 are inkable. It's worth noting we only need to ink 1 more card to get to 7 with this Mickey. Okay, so are they going to play a whole new world on me? That's the question. Yeah, didn't think so. I think I'm going to cast this. I don't really want to play the other cards in my hand. I mean, I know if they have a whole new world, I know that this does nothing, but okay. I mean, they must. They would never discard one if they didn't have a second one. Okay. This can go here. And I guess I will quest. I mean, at least they can't sing it. That's the nice thing. And now we have a Hades in the bin that we can get back with future Hades. Yep, as expected. Ooh, we have a Stitch. I like that. So now they're down to a whole new worlds. That's one thing to keep in mind, because we draw so many cards that after a whole new world, it sometimes makes sense to empty your hand as fast as possible so that you don't just lose all of these cards to the next whole new world. With that said, I don't think we're going to need 2 Rapunzels. I am going to play Stitch. It's just such a powerful card. And I think I'm going to sing Let It Go on the bell. Again, the bell is helping them empty their hand, and I'm just trying to empty my hand as fast as possible for the next A Whole New World. Scar, sure. It's pretty annoying, but it's okay. Yeah. Okay. We should probably play multiple things here. So the question is what? If I play my own Scar. I think I'm going to do that. It's a decently aggressive card. Lets me play Simba afterward. I can do this. And You Have Forgotten Me could be good here. I doubt this Robin Hood's going to be good, and I like keeping the low drops so that I can empty my hand more quickly in future turns. If they trade here or eat here, they could eat there. I'm just not gonna quest with the Mickey. I'm keeping an eye on this Plasma Blaster. I want to make a mental note of how good it is. Hades. Okay, we can eat that now with our Mickey. Interesting. I am going to take their whole hand here. I feel like that has to be good for me. Think all you want. It doesn't matter, bud. The question is, do we get any more Whole New Worlds? We did not. We have so much card draw in our hand that I think inking Mr. Smee here is good in case they do play another Whole New World. I am going to make this trade. Cerberus. Sure. Okay, we have Rapunzel, Stitch, Hades, Stitch. Lots of stuff going on here. Yeah, I like Ink Stitch, Hades, get Hades, play Stitch. And I am happy to just trade off resources here. We have access to way more cards than they do until they hit a Whole New World. I think we should try and just control the board as much as possible. Okay, that was, point in favor of Plasma Blaster. I'm somewhat shocked to even be saying it, but what do you know? Where are my Hades? Hello? I think Hades grab Scar. I could draw. The fact that I can't finish any of these characters off is really bad. I think I need to draw. I need to look for removal. Hades quests for more, and we're a little bit under the gun, so I'm gonna attack there. Let's see what we get. For the love of Hades, do not hit one. Okay, I think Hades getting back Scar is going to be good for next turn. They're going to be able to use Tinkerbell to shoot down this Hades, so I need to get at least one more body on the board. Philoctetes is really bad against Plasma Blaster, so I'm just going to put that over there. Man, I don't know how much it matters. I think we'll put Mr. Smee down and see what happens. Okay. Okay, Let It Go was a good draw there, I think. I am just going to get the Scar on the board. Do that. Do this. And I don't see any reason not to just do that. And we should probably just play out again in case they draw a Whole New World. That's the one card I'm worried about getting them back into the game, is a Whole New World. We just want to maintain as much board control before that as possible. Okay, should be pretty much unlosable at this point. We're just gonna... threaten them as fast as we can. Just quest with everything. We don't win next turn, but I just don't know. I mean, a Whole New World into grab your sword, and then multiple grab your swords next turn. 2 Plasma Blasters. It's uninkable. Yeah, I mean, if this card was inkable, it might be something, but as an uninkable, like, you're already playing or grab your swords, right? I just can't imagine there being room for another uninkable like that. Alright, well, yeah, that was a good showing. Thanks for watching.